Welcome back from that break. The show is still Good Morning Abuja, your darling breakfast show. A total child is one that has complete physical, motor, intellectual, socio-emotional, language, and of course, spiritual development. And to do that, for a child to be raised in that way, a lot of work needs to be done. That is why we take our children to schools, we take them to church, we ensure that they're emotionally stable. And to discuss the development of a total child and how sporting activities can help in doing that, I have in the studio Abdul Jalil Taiwo Ayan Lola, and he's the principal, Noble Guide Academy. I also have in the studio Aliyu Arabi Tukur, and of course, the last not the least, Mariam Tukur Galadima. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good to have you. All right, in my opening I said that to raise a total child, a lot needs to be put in place, and we're looking at sports. Can you tell us, why do children need to do sports in schools? You can say that, they play a lot, so that would cover up for sporting activities. So maybe more of school work, but we see that you take out time, every school takes out time to have sporting days. Why is this important?
Okay, sporting activities or sport games and every other thing is necessary and is part of the development in educational growth for all children, like you have said, raising total child. Now, aside the fact that we want to walk away from the academic environment or the academic classroom with the stress and all of these things like that, sport is needed for relaxation. So one of the advantages with sporting activity for children has to do with taking off or reducing stress. Now, it's also, with the sporting thing, also help in what? Self-motivation of students, self-confidence alongside, and finally, most importantly, is improving or bringing out their special interest in the varied sports programs that we could have. And by the time you're able to do this, you have a full relaxation mind and a renewed mindset with the children, haven't had that recreational activity with any kind of sport that they do. So schools encourage sporting activity with children to relax their mindset from the troubles and everything with academics, so that they can have a renewed faith and everything into classes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What you just explained, it made me understand that there's a relationship between a child's mental development,
Definitely,
academic work, and sports.
Yes.
How would you like to?
Yeah, the thing is this, if you look at most sporting games, because the typical thing about sporting games could only be classified under two segments. It's either it is physical or mental. When you look at people who get involved in chess game, Scrabble game, it calls for the mental part of it. Now, kids who are very successful, or I mean successful, they get, let me not choose successful because I may have to place some dichotomy on things, but kids who get into that form of sport where they are challenged to think of words and all of these things, when you synchronize that character or that journey of the game into the classroom, it brings about critical thinking, and there's always this problem solving because there's this competitiveness of you wanting to win, get the premium awards and all of these things like that. So when they keep doing this, they unconsciously exhibit such character too in learning classroom and all of these things like that. So there's this mental awareness and all.
I remember those days when you mentioned Match Pass. You're just
Yes.
bringing lovely memories back to me.
Okay.
When you mentioned Match Pass, those days, if you don't get selected to match, it was a big issue.
Honestly, yes.
All right, now to you, Aliyu Arabi Tukur.
Yes, ma'am.
How has sporting activities helped in shaping your character?
Okay. Sporting activities have shaped my characters in so many ways.
Okay.
Most of the time, I'm chosen as the PRO or the head of a certain house. So it has increased my leadership skills and teamwork I have between my mates.
Okay.
And I'll also say sporting activities have increased and motivate me in so many ways.
Okay.
Failing does not mean it's the end of the world.
Yes.
Failing is telling you to push yourself harder so you can win what's ahead of you.
Okay. Wow, that's lovely. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
We have Miriam Tukur Galadima. What sporting activities are you participating in?
I am participating in the march past and the sack race.
And sack race. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, so why do you love sack race?
The reason why I love sack race is because I'm not that good at normal racing, but sack race is about putting your legs inside the sack and jumping, which is an advantage to winning.
Okay.
I love that. I love your courage and voice. You have this calm voice. Well done. And I hope that when you participate in sack race, I hope you come first.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so what game are you participating in?
I participate in football.
Okay.
So I've chosen football because I feel it's the best fit for me.
Okay.
I play the defense part of the football, and I and my teammates for this inter-house sport have put a lot of hard work because we aim for the highest level.
Okay.
That's the golden medal.
Okay.
And I will say we've sat down and thought of the ways we can win this inter-house sport. And for now, the plan I have seen us going through is working. If we are going to keep the teamwork and the efforts, everything is going to be normal.
Do your parents support you when to participate in sporting activities? Do they say, no, you're going to fall and you're going to break your fragile hand, or no, don't do it, you know? Do they support you?
Yes, they do support me because my parents believe that it's not about what people think, it's about what you think.
Okay.
And that's why they support me in all sports activities I do.
Oh, that's lovely. All right. Who is your role model in sports and why?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, okay, that's a big name. Okay, why?
So not because Cristiano Ronaldo plays ball, but he is a hard worker.
Yeah.
He also gives out to the environment, which also brings peace and happiness. Cristiano Ronaldo has been given 3 ambassadors of charity foundations. One which also UNICEF, the second, Saving Children, and the third, World Vision.
Okay.
And you will be surprised I didn't know all of that since I'm not
Honestly, I also don't know that too. That's interesting.
Okay, so sir, how
Yes, ma'am.
competitive are the games, or how competitive should the games in an inter-house sports be?
For every competition, everyone wants to win. So when you look at the competition, it's always at the very best or at the highest peak. Competition has to be at the peak level, especially for those who are aiming to win the game and all of these things like that. So if I take example for my school now, our training have been on since last year November, and it's been intense since we got back for second term. And in fact, because of the intense level and perfect preparation we want it to be, we had to suspend some of the classroom lessons for 3 days. Like as we speak now, they're on already with so many tournaments, and everybody's in high gear wanting to win. So on that day, they want to leave the biggest trophy and want have their house as the winner.
In very few words,
Yes, ma'am.
because we're running out of time,
Okay.
what are the likely benefits that could be derived from competitive sports in schools?
Yeah. Well, for the students, I think I'll have to start there. I'll just mention too. For the students, it raises their self-confidence. You understand that? And more to it also has to do with self-esteem and motivation. For the school, it's able to, one of the advantages is that it gives the school the opportunity to see talents that have been hidden in the kids. Sometimes you find the best sprints, sometimes you find the best football players and all of this. And I think we could remember this lady who recently broke so many records for Nigeria, Tobi Amosu. I think she was also discovered in her own school back then in 2017 and all of these things. So it gives school the opportunity. And also for parents, you know, when parents also come to the sporting field too, there's also some games that they also have to partake. And most importantly with the sports, it brings about recreational fun because it comes with this spectacular audience kind of thing where you see parents get involved in tug of war, 100 meter, and the beautiful cycle she was talking about. There's this laughter that comes into when you start seeing people falling around and all of these things. So it takes away stress and just give us life.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Abdul Jalil Taiwo Ayanlola, the principal, Noble Guide Academy,
Thank you.
for coming on the program.
Thank
and
you.
also you, Aliu Arabi Tukur. Thank you for coming on the program. And you, Mariam Tukur Galadima. Thank you also for coming on the program.
Thank you.
We have been discussing school sports, a required educational tool to raising a total child. Now,